Independence Day is very important to everybody. In fact, Katsina Elders Forum celebrating because we have survived the 64 years. Alhamdulillah. We are proud to be Nigerians and we thank God for being alive. What we have is to congratulate Nigerians, of course, for reaching this age, a very good age of 64 as a nation, but not without some problems. Really, we really sympathize with Nigerians. Not because there is no government. Of course, the government is there, and they think they are doing their best. But the government should look inwards. We are advising government to look inwards. People are suffering. There is no point for government to be amassing wealth, be amassing money when the citizens are hungry. Nigerians are very hungry. Nigerians are insecure. Nigerians are suffering. The life is too expensive. People are dying. So I advise the federal government to look inwards. Let them revisit some of their policies. Unpleasant policies they introduced, which are giving us problems as a nation, problems as citizens, problems as Nigerians. There is, I said, no point keeping money when your citizens are suffering. They are hungry. If it is the policy of World Bank, IMF, forget about them. You are ruling. Sorry, you are leading Nigerians. You are leading human beings. The bank, the International Bank, Monetary Fund, or the World Bank cannot come and dictate to you how you treat your citizens. The citizens are suffering. But all the same, we are happy as a nation we survived up to 64 years. There has been a lot of developments and, well, I wouldn't like to talk too much about whether Nigeria has developed or not, but the truth is Nigeria was a better country in those years than today.
How will you compare Nigeria as independent with other countries that got independence at the same time?
No, we got independence even earlier than some countries, but they are better off. Because it's not the country, but the leaders. If you have a pragmatic leader who is very patriotic, and he means business, he wants to transform the country, he can do it. But he has to get the cooperation of all Nigerians. The cooperation has been given to this government. We have been doing all we could to support the government. We have endured enough. But people, like I said, are suffering now. It is not the country itself, but the leaders. The leaders are supposed to transform this country. We have all the resources. We have both human and natural resources that can enable Nigeria to develop. But instead of Nigeria developing, unfortunately, we are going backwards. The international companies are running away because of insufficient light, insufficient security, so many things. Nigeria as of today is supposed to be secured. Our people are supposed to move freely to all parts of the country. But unfortunately, we cannot. If you leave your house now and say you're going to Sokoto or Kaduna, you have to be praying. And only God knows whether you will arrive safely. This insecurity is one big problem for the nation. Amassing wealth for the government and those in government, without considering the masses you are leading, is very dangerous. It's a dangerous trend. So the president should look inwards. He should look inward. The abject poverty pervading the country is too much. He has to do something. Let him revisit some of the unpleasant policies like this price hike in petroleum, removal of subsidy, what have you. Nigeria has to survive. And people are cooperating with him. He should appreciate this fact that people are trying their best. They are supporting him. But the hunger is too much. By the time people are pushed to the wall, I'm afraid anything can happen.
You have representatives in the National Assembly. Are they doing what they are supposed to do?
Our members of representatives, senators, and what have you, I don't know. I don't know what they are doing. So you can't ask me that question. If they are to do their job responsibly and rightly, the government of the day cannot be so harsh on human beings. They cannot even have the time or the right to introduce some unpleasant policies. It's too much, and honestly, they have to sit up. Our representatives have to sit up. They have to do something. They should checkmate the government, because the people are not happy. People are hungry. People are insecure. Insecurity is too much. Poverty is too much. So government has to be careful. This is my advice.